Public outrage over grandfather who murdered his 12-year-old granddaughter with a baseball bat. The Ministry of Justice has offered to expedite assistance to the distraught family of the young girl who met a brutal end at the hands of a family loved one. Her grandfather was taken to Bangkok Remand Prison after police and family members strongly objected to a bail request on Thursday. The criminal court on Thursday denied bail to a middle-aged grandfather who appeared before it on charges in connection with the brutal murder of his granddaughter in the city last Sunday. The case has caused public outrage and shock in the city, prompting the Ministry of Justice to encourage the distraught family to apply for compensation under 2001 legislation for the victims in criminal cases. Police escorted the accused man, Mr. Yudhanamadi Uraijab, as the criminal court ordered his detention at Bangkok Remand Prison when family members and the police objected to a bail request. He faced charges connected with the brutal killing of his granddaughter, the use of illegal narcotics and the concealment of her body. A grandfather who murdered his young granddaughter was denied bail by the criminal court sitting in the Ratchadapasak Road area of Bangkok on Thursday when brought before it charged in connection with her death. The defendant, named Yudhanamadi Uraijab, it is understood, used a 2-foot-long red baseball bat to assault and repeatedly beat his granddaughter, a 12-year-old girl, to death last Sunday, July 2 at his home in the capital. Little girl had mischievously taken food supplements from her grandfather at home which he was mailing to online customers, provoking his deadly wrath. Reports suggest that the little girl had surreptitiously taken food supplements that he was mailing to customers who had ordered them online and ate them, provoking a fit of deadly rage from her grandfather. Mr. Yudhana was arrested by police working with Bangkok Police Station in Bangkok on Tuesday, July 4 at Swan Thamara Hotel in the capital after he took flight from the family home following the heinous act. Police had received a complaint from Ms. Nariman Fromkin, the girl's mother, after the accused had allegedly confessed to the killing and expressed remorse to his wife while driving with her in a car. The extended family of the 12-year-old victim was shocked and immediately called in the police. Disposed of girl's body by packing it in a bucket with ice in the kitchen of his house and burying it. In court, on Thursday, investigating officers revealed that Mr. Yudhana had tried to conceal and dispose of the body by placing it in a large bucket of blue ice and burying it in the floor of his kitchen. Before the court, he was also charged with murder, the concealment of a body and the use of Type 1 illegal narcotics. He was ordered to be detained for a further 12 days from July 6 to July 17 as police continued to work on the results of forensic examinations and tests. Officers told the court they had also fingerprinted the accused and were conducting a check on his background history. Police and family strongly objected to bail. The police, along with members of the girl's family, strongly objected to a bail request from the accused, which was denied. After the court hearing, he was taken by correctional officers to Bangkok Remand Prison with no further request for temporary release filed on his behalf by relatives or interested parties. The court rejected his bail request on the basis that the offenses for which he is charged carry a high penalty and there was a substantial risk of the defendant attempting to escape, particularly given the recent history of the case in which he had already shown a tendency to flee. In court, the family of the 12-year-old girl, who was identified by her nickname as Nong New Year, described the actions of her grandfather as cruel and inhuman. Ministry of Justice gave a briefing to reporters in the case, which has caused public outrage in Bangkok. Public revulsion and outcry over the case on Thursday provoked a response from the Ministry of Justice in Bangkok, where a senior official, Mr. Thurayut Kausing, a specialist in human rights at the Department of Rights, Liberties and Protection, issued a statement and gave a briefing to reporters. Mr. Thurayut revealed that after consultation with experts at the ministry, he believed that the family of the victim may be entitled to funds under the Victim Compensation and Compensation for Defendants in Criminal Cases Act 2001. He urged them to apply to the ministry in due course, where it would be considered by a subcommittee. He promised every effort would be made to speed up assistance to the family and described the case as a particularly shocking one.